The first crack of silence fell across Brightwell Ridge High at exactly 10:17 in the morning, when a cruel laugh echoed down the sunny main hallway and a single voice tried to shatter the dignity of the school's newest director. Students froze mid-step, lockers half-closed, sunlight pouring through tall glass windows as a public moment of disrespect unfolded that nobody expected, aimed at a woman who had waited her whole life to stand where she stood. Before this story begins to unfold any further, if you believe in kindness, second chances, and the power of quiet strength, take a moment to like this video, comment your thoughts, share it with someone who needs hope, and subscribe to the channel Light of Kindness to support stories that change hearts. Dr. Althea Morrison had arrived at Brightwell Ridge High just 2 weeks earlier, and every person in the building felt her presence before they ever spoke to her. She was a black woman in her early 40s, with calm, steady eyes and a posture that carried years of perseverance. She wore simple blazers, walked with confidence, and smiled often. But behind that smile lived a story filled with late nights, scholarship applications, rejection letters, and endless determination. Born to a single mother who cleaned offices before dawn, Althea had grown up learning that respect wasn't given, it was earned through patience, consistency, and kindness. When she was appointed as the school's new director, it was a proud moment not just for her, but for many quiet students who had never seen someone like her in leadership. Yet some people saw her appointment not as inspiration, but as an opportunity to test her strength. The real turning point came one morning when the school held a public assembly in the bright sunlit gymnasium. Sunbeams streamed through high windows, lighting the banners that read, "Kindness is Strength." Dr. Morrison stood on the stage, calm and steady, and spoke about leadership not as power over others, but as responsibility for others. She told a personal story of being doubted, judged, and underestimated throughout her life, not with anger, but with honesty and grace. Tyson sat among the students, arms crossed, trying to look unmoved, yet feeling every word like a quiet knock on a door he had kept locked for years. Then came the moment no one expected. Dr. Morrison announced that a student who showed great change and quiet leadership during the day of service would be recognized. The gym grew silent as she called Tyson's name. The same boy who once laughed in cruelty now felt the floor beneath him turn unsteady. As he walked toward the stage in the bright daylight, he expected whispers, judgment, and mocking. Instead, he felt something else, respect, real, silent respect that didn't need laughter. She didn't expose his past actions in that moment. She didn't shame him. She simply spoke about growth, about choosing light when darkness feels easier, about how one brave step can rewrite an entire story. It was that kindness, that refusal to destroy him, that finally broke the walls he had built so carefully. From that day on, the school felt different. The bullies lost their audience. The quiet students found their voices. Hallways once filled with fear became places of natural, easy conversation under bright ceilings and open windows. Tyson no longer ruled through laughter that hurt. He began to help teachers organize activities, and he joined projects that supported new students. He never became perfect overnight, but he became honest. And honesty, Dr. Morrison knew, was the first step toward real strength. Yet not everyone outside the school approved of her methods. Some parents questioned her softness. A few staff members doubted her approach, but she held firm, walking through the school each day with the same steady grace, letting her results speak for her. By the end of the semester, disciplinary cases had dropped, student participation had risen, and the atmosphere had shifted so clearly that even the skeptics could no longer deny it. On one warm afternoon, sunlight spilling across the courtyard, Tyson approached her office door. He didn't knock at first. He stood there breathing slowly, holding the weight of words he had never said out loud. When he finally stepped in, the room was bright with natural light, calm and peaceful. He didn't give a speech. He didn't cry dramatically. He simply thanked her. And in that simple moment, Dr. Morrison understood that her silence that day in the hallway had been the loudest lesson he would ever hear. The school year moved forward, and Brightwell Ridge High became known not for fear, but for change. Visitors noticed the difference. New students felt it instantly. Teachers felt proud again. And Dr. Morrison, the woman once targeted by cruelty, had reshaped the heart of an entire school without ever raising her voice. Now, before this story gently closes, if this journey touched your heart even a little, please take a moment to like this video, leave a heartfelt comment, share it with someone who needs hope, and stay connected by subscribing to Light of Kindness. Your support helps bring more real and meaningful stories into the light. And before the final takeaway, a special request for you, please write "Kindness wins" in the comments section if you believe that compassion can change even the hardest hearts. On the last day of the term, the midday sun bathed the school in golden white daylight as students gathered in the courtyard, laughter echoing freely, fear almost forgotten. Dr. Althea Morrison stood quietly to one side, watching a world she had healed without force, watching a boy who once tried to tear her down now help a nervous new student find their classroom. In that peaceful moment, she realized that true power was never about fighting back with noise, but answering darkness with steady, patient light. And in that light, an entire school found its voice again.